Welcome to our second of two podcasts featuring Edmonton business owners who have turned their passion for finding hidden treasures into economic benefits for their business. This is part of our theme of using other people's money for your business. Our next treasure hunter is Steve Almeida of Ground Electrical. Steve loves treasure hunting, kart racing, hockey, both as a player and as Oilers fan, and problem solving. We are in Steve's office on four wheels, also known as Ford 250 Heavy Duty. Family is important to Steve, not just his lovely wife and daughter, but your family as well. I'll let him explain that. Hi, Steve.
Hello, Stu. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, Steve, let's start with a brief understanding of your primary business, Ground Electrical.
Okay. Ground Electrical is a residential and commercial electrical contracting company. We specialize in basically helping you with all your electrical needs. Everyone is afraid of electrical and electricity, I should say, and I am not. So I can help you figure out whatever you need done and help you guide the way and go from there.
Wow, and that gives families a sense of security and well-being.
More or less, yes.
Yeah, great. So tell us, what are your favorite sources when you're finding cool stuffs and great deals?
Honestly, tools. Tools, vehicles, and material. I'm always trying to find a way to get the tools I can't really typically afford because buying brand new is just always super expensive. So I'm always out there trying to find tools I don't have and tools that could help me benefit the company and expand and grow our availabilities, our potential, right? So always trying to find
where would you look for, like, Kiji auctions? What are some of your sources there?
All over Kiji, all over auctions. There's a number of auctions that I always attend. Kastner, there's Yellowhead, there's a few other small B-list ones, and I'm always just perusing, checking out what's out there and what's there for me that piques my interest.
So I bet you've had a bunch of interesting buys. What would be one of your best buys for your business?
One of my best buys, honestly, one auction I purchased probably about $5,000 worth of wire for $1,300.
Wow.
The other same event too is I purchased about 3 pallets of electrical material. They're all boxes and stuff that are going into the walls. That they were all CSA approved. They were just what seemed like overstock from another outfit or a company that may have gone down under. I don't know, but the material was all brand new, all boxes, and I got that. 3 pallets is probably the same. I paid probably about $700 for these 2 pallets, and I probably retail probably would have been worth about $3,200. So I won big time on those ones, but not every auction I go to, I get lucky like that. So it's just, and I was the only electrical outfit there or knew what to do with these things. So
yeah.
that was.
So the knowledge of the value, that's how you use other people's money for your business, because you understand the value. They may not understand the value of that.
Yeah, I knew exactly. I did the homework before too. Like I knew that each box was, all right, no, just what day to use too, but I knew there was like $3 a box and there's 3,000 boxes. You can do the math pretty easily there, but. Yeah, you just figure it out. You got to do your homework before just to make sure it actually is beneficial or not.
Good advice. So I know you've bought some interesting vehicles and repurposed them for your business. Can you tell us a story about that?
Are you talking about the ambulance?
The ambulance. Everybody wants to know about the ambulance.
It was just one of those things that again, I was there and I'm always looking for new vehicles and I'm always looking for something that will set myself apart from everyone else, and I just was able to get my hands on an ambulance and I was able to get a really good deal on it. So I kind of knew going into it that if I spent a certain amount that I think that one I paid just under $5,000, around that $5,000 mark. But like for the vehicle, for what its purposes are, the amount of space that's inside, just the versatility of the unit, it was just a vehicle I couldn't buy. Plus I already knew going on Kijiji, going around this, you can buy a van with more kilometers, not as versatile for more money than that. So for me, if I was able to get it for that price, I won, and I couldn't believe it.
Great. So you mentioned the value of doing your homework in advance. What should people be wary of when they're looking for deals? What are some of the traps?
Well, especially with auctions, the biggest trap is getting caught in with all the people around you. The people around you, sometimes they don't really know what they're buying, and they'll just bid just for the sake of bidding. And then what ends up happening is you get stuck in that bidding war, and then you tend to pay a lot more than you're supposed to. So if you just keep yourself down to earth and know what your number is before going into it, it's better for yourself. I actually got caught one year, actually when I bought my black van from auction. I don't really buy vehicles, but it just happened to be a good opportunity. And I brought my mom and my dad actually, and just to have someone there, why not? So we're there, and the auctioneers auctioning us off, and they're going off, and they're going 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and I waited till the last possible second to start bidding. I think we started bidding at 3,000, and then turned out there was like 4 or 5 other gentlemen that were super involved with this particular van, and I was like, oh great. But I kind of already knew going into my number for going into this was $6,500 bucks. 6,900 was the top I was willing to go. 65 was my low. Well, it was kind of what I was hoping for. Anything lower than that would have been an absolute win, right? But I knew there was 5 other people there that were bidding as well. Because as soon as I hit that $3,500 mark, they started just wrapping up. And before you knew it, 20 seconds later, it was already at $6,000.
Yeah.
And it was fast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to hell, I just let them go. I let them bidding on it. They were bidding on it. They were bidding on it, and then no one wanted to bid on it. Well, I already knew going into it, my number was $6,500 to win, and so I went $6,200, and the guy went $6,100. No, he said $6,250. So I just went $6,600 to call it the day. That's it. And the other, that raising it $400 like that scared all the other members, and they decided to opt out. But the biggest thing that people don't understand with auctions is that there's always another fee attached to that fee, the buyer's fee, and tax. So there's online auction ones, there's ones you can go in person. If you're online, you're tending to pay a lot more of a percentage per fee, whether if you go into the location there, then it's a lower amount. So you have to be wary of your buyer's fee numbers, because sometimes it's 18%, and then you got to tack on another 5% on that. So you're really paying $6,500 plus 21%. Or 23%, or whatever percentage that buyer's fee is, and that's what people don't understand. With that ambulance we bought not too long ago, well, that was the case. With vehicles, usually there's a certain number per thousand they'll tack on a percentage or a dollar figure to that number, but not with the particular auction I went to. There's actual straight 21% buyer's fee, no matter what the number was. So that $5,000 purchase was actually $6,050, but I still won on that one. But I learned that one the hard way. I was expecting, like every other auction, that you'd pay between $5,000 and $6,000, roughly about $950, $900 from that previous van auction. I learned that. Yeah. And you just got to do your homework, because you can get really burnt like that. Yeah. And there's countless times where I'll see people buy used lawnmowers for more money than a brand new one at Lowe's. It's just absolutely mind-boggling. But that's part of getting stuck in the auction, in the auction fever, so to speak. So.
Yeah. So doing your homework.
Yes.
Understanding the total cost of the purchase, and keeping a rein on your emotions during the bidding. 3 big things. Anything else in terms of what would trigger you to know I'm walking away, I'm backing off from this, whether it's an auction or Kiji or something else?
Honestly, it's just the people. Yeah, I would just back away no matter what it is. If some people just get greedy. And if that's on the Kijiji side of things, they get greedy, they just want more than what the item's actually valued for, or whether you're want to pay for it. But you just got to know yourself, really. That's the biggest thing with auctions, and anything. You just got to know yourself.
Well, I've really enjoyed our conversation, Steve. It's given me a new perspective on finding great deals for my business while having a bit of fun looking for hidden treasures.
Yes.
So if you enjoyed this podcast and you have your own treasure hunting suggestions, please let us know in the comments below. Let us know if you like this kind of conversation. We'll keep rolling with these types of interviews. Thanks again.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Steve.
No problem.
All right.